today about anti-aging and in a new cosmetic combination to treat the photoaging. This is the three technologies that is involved in this new cosmetic product, okay? And I will talk about a little bit from each of them. But at the beginning, just I remember, I know that you know the pathogenesis of aging very well. Just I like to remember you that the main stimulator of the or trigger for the photoaging is the ultraviolet radiation and others like visible light and infrared light too, that is increasing the reactive oxygen species. The reactive oxygen species increase and stimulate inflammatory cytokines, MMPN expressions, the procollagen synthesis is diminished, and the elastin expression is increasing. And the molecular basis for that is this, is I show it like this, is increasing the NF-kappa beta, stimulate the AP1, and diminish the transforming growth factor beta. The proliferation, differentiation, and cell migration, we will see then. Restore the function of the fibroblast. You know very well, we are aging. We have more years, okay? You know very well. But our cells are aging too. And the fibroblast is like me. For example, I have not the same energy that I had it, more or less, in the 20s, okay? It's not exactly the same. With the fibroblast, it's the same. The fibroblast, when it's young, produces elastin, collagen, GAGs, glycosaminoglycans. But when the fibroblast is older, diminish the quantity of collagen, of elastin, or glycosaminoglycans. That's why we need to renew the fibroblast population. We need to densify the dermis with more fibronectin, more collagen, more elastic fibers, and we need to prevent the extracellular matrix degradation. It's very important because the extracellular matrix is the support for the dermis, okay? And now, we will see the last generation of the patented technology by IFC. This is our last launching that include IFC CAF, Wharton Shell Complex, and Retinosphere technology that we talked yesterday about this retinoid technology, new retinoid technology. Talking about the IFC CAF. IFC CAF is a new technology that stimulates the stem cell differentiation. And how and what is IFC CAF? It's a cosmetic ingredient obtained from the eggs of the Cryptomphalus aspersa that is from the gastropod family. It has been patented. Cryptomphalus aspersa is grown up in an special farm dedicated to their culture that is located in Santander, Spain. This is our farm for the Cryptomphalus aspersa grown up. The eggs are harvested and biotechnology processes in our laboratories in Santander. This is the eggs of the Cryptomphalus aspersa. Okay, it's like white caviar, exactly. And this is the eggs, and we control and collect the eggs. It's an artisanal process, really. Then we wash, select, and pass by quality control all of them. Then after that, we select the eggs and lysate, and we separate and purify the active ingredients. All of them in 24 hours, because it's so important that when we collect the eggs in 24 hours, isolate the growth factors and the stem cells that are there inside the eggs, okay? This is the stem cells to activate stem cells, because the eggs are a pool of stem cells with enormous potential to differentiate and create new cells. There are a huge concentration of signal molecules, and we summarize this like the power of the stem cells to activate the skin stem cells. You know that the skin stem cells are responsible for the constant regeneration of the tissue, keeping the skin healthy and young. The stem cells in the skin are located in the follicular papilla, in the bulge, and in the sebaceous gland too, a little bit. During the aging, the stem cell gradually lose their function and eventually die. This reduces the stem cells' niches, and therefore the skin loses the ability to repair. Okay, with the age, we are decreasing our stem cell pool. This is the in vitro studies. In this case, is a wound healing assay, is a wound healing model. It's just a dish of culture, and we perform a wound in the culture. And this wound that is performed here, we can see that when we apply IFC CAF, the wound is closed faster. And this is the idea, because stimulate the wound healing. EFC CAF increases the migratory ability of the stem cells, because we can see in the culture the cells are migrating to close the wound. This is another study that we perform, that we can see that increase the stratification in this assay. We can see that IFC CAF increases the migration and stratification of the stem cells, because it's stimulating the stem cell to differentiate. This is another study with cytokeratin and for myofibroblast with fibroblast. Then, okay, we can see that IFC CAF increase the differentiation and the expression of the differentiation markers like cytokeratin, demonstrated that is the induction of the stem cells differentiation to cutaneous cell lines. Okay. This is another study that demonstrates that IFC CAF increases the expression of fibronectin in the human dermal papillae stem cells. We can see here. The conclusion is that EFC CAF stimulates the differentiation and migration of a skin stem cell, while ensuring the balance between the self-renewal and the differentiation. This is very important, because we need to maintain, along to the life, we need to maintain the stem cells pool active, okay? This is very difficult. We try to stimulate the stem cells to maintain constantly. But it's very important too to stimulate the stem cells to go or to differentiate in skin stem cells. And the idea is that with IFC CAF, we have the stem cells differentiation to keratinocytes and fibroblasts. That means new keratinocytes, new fibroblasts. That means new collagen, new elastin, okay? And we can reverse the signs of aging. And this is another study that we performed just 1 month ago. Really, this is very, very excited, because you know what happened with the telomeres during the aging. You know that when you are aging, the telomeres is shortening much more in the man than the woman. That is very, yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. The theory of one of the theories of the photoaging is the shortening telomeres, no? And it's demonstrated, there are many, many publications talking about the shortening of the telomeres. Okay, in this study, we demonstrate that this is the young fibroblast, and each of these points are the telomeres, okay? In the senescent fibroblast, you can see that the telomeres is shortening, and it's disappear the telomeres. But if you treat this senescent fibroblast with IFC-CAF, you can see that prevent the shortening of the telomeres. For us, this is very exciting study that we could see, because really it's very important if we can demonstrate that our technology is preventing the shortening of the telomeres. Okay, we will continue with more studies about that. Okay, the other technology, because these new cosmetic products have 3 technologies. One is IFC-CAF, and the second is the Wharton Shell complex. Wharton Shell complex is a novel cosmetic ingredient that is obtained from Wharton jelly. It's a high-value extracellular matrix enriched with active components. Mainly is the Wharton jelly, mainly have glycosaminoglycans, okay? It's a mixture of glycosaminoglycan, hyaluronic acid, and 4 types of sulfated glycosaminoglycans like chondroitin sulfate, dermatan, heparan, and keratan sulfates. Obviously, we have many patents about these ingredients. Which is the properties of this Wharton Shell complex? Regeneration and protection, because increment the cellular connection, but the most important is the stimulation of a new extracellular matrix production. This is the most important. It's like a replacement of the extracellular matrix, okay? When we inject fillers with hyaluronic acid, we try to increase the volume of the extracellular matrix. This is the idea. In this case, it's the same by a natural way, because we are stimulating to grow the extracellular matrix components, like hyaluronic or glycosaminoglycans. Have antioxidant capacity to protect the skin from free radicals, have chemotactic activity promoting the recruitment of cells, protection against the extracellular matrix degradation too. This is one of the studies that was performed in fibroblasts, and we could see that with Wharton Shell complex, we increase the proliferation of fibroblasts. Okay, we saw that with IFC-CAF, we stimulate the differentiation of the stem cells to fibroblasts and to keratinocytes. In this case, the Wharton Shell complex is inducing the proliferation of the fibroblast, okay? And is inducing, obviously, the collagen synthesis that we can see here. Obviously, there are more fibroblasts, there are more new collagen. This is the chemotactic effect that have. We could see the migration of fibroblast, okay? Is very high, the chemotactic effect. As we comment recently, renewal of extracellular matrix is induced by Wharton Shell complex because increase the collagen 3, increase the collagen 7, increase the elastin and the hyaluronic acid. all that I needed to renew the extracellular matrix, I haven't stimulated by Wharton shell complex. The conclusion, the migration of fibroblasts is induced by Wharton shell complex, the proliferation of fibroblasts, and the synthesis of new extracellular matrix components too. And finally, the third technology that is in this new component is the retinosphere technology. You know, I presented yesterday that is a new technology able to minimize the side effects related to the retinoid treatment. It's a new retinoid combination that maintain the similar clinical results that retinoic acid. And just, I remember you that is hydroxypinacolone retinoate and retinol glycosphere. You saw exactly the same slide with hydroxypinacolone acting in the same receptor of retinoic acid, and the retinol inside of the glycosphere that is more stable. And finalize with the mechanism of action of retinosphere technology to normalize the proliferative epidermis, anti-inflammatory properties, and anti-aging effects. It's not irritation or satiation funded with this kind of technology. It's a new retinoid combination. This is the advantage, is better tolerated for all skin types, no photosensitizer, and higher compliance to the treatment, and we increase the results because really is very, very well tolerated. And finally, we have everything together, the IFC CAF, the Wharton shell complex, and the retinosphere technology. All of them in a product that is called Celage or CellPro in USA, okay? And the objective of this study was to demonstrate really that this cosmetic triple combination for anti-aging is acting to reverse the aging signs. But we are very useful to see many photographs before and after. Many times the doctors think, okay, but it's true, it's really, because it's amazing the results. And the Photoshops exist, and people use the Photoshops. And the idea of this study in 10 women with very visible signs of photoaging is to demonstrate the activity of the product, but inside of the skin. Really, we use the hands of this woman to take biopsies to try to demonstrate what happened at an histological level. Yes. Yes, in the doors of the hand. Yes, yes, because many studies that I performed before,
Excuse me, you have 20 minutes speech. Let's keep the questions for the discussion.
Okay.
In order to give the schedule, I will speak.
Okay, I will show then. But I will show now, yes, because I don't know how many time I have it. I'm going.
No, it's 20 minutes now. We have 15 minutes and 5 for the.
Okay. I am finishing. Just I like.
Take your time.
Okay. Okay, I like to show you that even the patient evaluation and the investigator evaluation don't really demonstrate a big differences when they analyze the hand treated with the triple combination and the hand untreated. In the hand untreated, the investigator tells to the patients to put the cream that they are usually use daily, okay? And really, the differences in the evaluation was amazing and was significant. This is the hand. It's so difficult to try to see the visible signs of aging in the skin of the hand, okay? When you obtain results very fast is when you inject fillers, because with the topical treatment it's so difficult to try to see the differences, okay? But we can see differences in the hand treated by 3 months, just 3 months with the new triple combination. This is pre-treatment and this is post-treatment. We have another case, pre-treatment and post-treatment, okay? Another case, we can see very big difference in this case because the volume is major, okay? Have best volume. And no side effects were observed during the study. And this is the most important. The most important is what happened at histological level. And we could see that the epidermal and dermal thickness between pre and after treatment not reach the statistical significance. But with the pathologies, we could see that really there are differences. Not reach statistical differences, but we could see, observing the histological samples, that there are differences much more in the epidermis, okay? And really, with the immunochemistry, we could see that there was a significant increase of Ki67. You know that the Ki67 increase is a marker for epidermal proliferation. And really, we saw the differences in the histological samples, and we tested with Ki67 that is true, because Ki67 increased after the treatment in a significant way. That means that really the product is inducing the cell proliferation, the keratinocytes proliferation. This is the histological results about the collagen. And there was a significant increase of the dermal collagen after the treatment with the new combination. Really, the difference is amazing. It's amazing between before and after with the dermal collagen. Increase the dermal collagen in a significant way. And this is for elastic fibers, and we could see again that in a significant way is inducing the new elastic fibers. Okay, finally, the conclusions of this study is that the new product induced significant clinical improvement perceived by patients and researchers. This product had very good tolerance and no side effects, significant improvement of histological parameters after the treatment. Really, this is the primary objective of this study, to demonstrate the histological changes before and after, with significant increase of collagen and new elastic fibers, and significant increase of Ki67. This study is not finished yet because we are waiting for the pathologists to send us the results about metalloproteinase. Okay, this is the last part of the study that we are waiting. That's why I say that it's confidential, because it's not published yet. The combination of the three technologies, this is the take-home message: IFC-CAF, stem cell activation, Wharton shell complex, extracellular matrix regeneration, a chemotactic effect of fibroblasts, retinosphere epidermal renewal. Each new technology is acting to improve the main effect of the aging process. The new combination demonstrates not only to improve the clinical signs, but also the histological signs of the skin age. The new technologies have been shown to act at the molecular mechanism of aging, and this anti-aging triple combination is very effective and very well tolerated. Summarizing my presentation yesterday and today, we have now the triple combination for the depigmenting treatment, for the hyperpigmentation treatment, and we have the triple combination for the anti-aging treatment. Okay, and all is new technologies, patented technologies, and we are very satisfied with our results in these studies. And thank you very much.
Yes, before opening the paper, congratulations for your results, and it's really you're raising the standards of the. Before opening the discussion for questions, I want just not to be misunderstood. You have to wait a little bit for the discussion of the paper. All right. Thank you so much. I don't want to be misunderstood about this comment. There were
some scar, or is it acceptable by patients who are much more clients? Because I have not this experience, so I would like to know why you choose especially this area.
Really, I perform many studies for photoaging science to try to demonstrate now the anti-aging effects. And really, I perform many studies, and I take the biopsies for 2 millimeters here in the cross links to try to dissimulate the scar for the biopsy. But really, it's so difficult because when you have the volunteers and you say, and I take a biopsy here, no, because it's for anti-aging treatment. And it's easier to take from the hand, and you can take 3 millimeters. That is better when you need to perform immunohistochemistry, because for immunohistochemistry 2 millimeters is a little bit. Yes, it's little.
Just for all of you, I am the president of the International Peeling Society. I would like you to join if you make peelings, and I would like you to represent Spain for your very excellent contribution.